I'm live, everybody. What is going on? Much love and light, you guys. I hope everybody's having a great night so far. So good to see everybody here. All right, we're about to get rolling here. All right. We are live on HSFL Paranormal. Welcome. Lucky. Hello. What is up, my family? What is going on? Kyoko Rock Fam, City Girl Country Heart, Dick Hope. We have Tammy Burgess Rock Fam. We have so many awesome people. I saw Kim FITZGERALD Rock Fam in the house. Who else? Taste with Tasha, Boomer Rock, kind of came and went. So, Tony the Rock Fams, what is going on? What is kicking? Good to see everybody. I hope everybody's having a great night so far. Let me know in the comment section how you are doing. Let me know if you can hear me loudly and clearly. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Lulu Love You is in the house. My Canadian sister. What is going on? Exploring with Marad is in the house. What is up, Marad? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. What is up, Faith in the Fallen? How's it going? Tina Stewart and the fams just keep trickling on in. Good to see you. Hopefully it's not too loud, you guys. All right. We are so far so good with the stream health. It looks like everything's working properly. Awesome sauce. 17 in the house out of the gate. Much love, you guys. Thank you so much. If there's somebody who is lurking in the background and would love to say hello, I will definitely shout your name out. Hey, Chasing the Unknown with Deanna. What's going on? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome sauce. Not too loud, no. Awesome, cool. All right. Just kind of going through the chat here and looking at all of the people who are stopping in and saying hi. Getting ready for some scary ghost stories. Ooh. It totally was obvious that I was clicking my lights on and off. Should make it a little less obvious. Here, watch. This is how you do it. Actually, no, that's not the way you do it. Bring this closer so you don't... you can still see my arm moving. How about this? Oh my god, what was that? Oh yeah, I had to work today. Lots and lots of work. I was just watching the replay. It's good to see everybody here. Hope everybody's doing well. Alrighty guys, welcome to my house, welcome to my home, and welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. We have 20 people already in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for joining, guys. One of the craziest things recently that I discovered is I found my old Yamarin R6 digital recorder. Now this thing was about 60 bucks when I bought it. And it's a really good EVP recorder. And I thought I left this at the murder house more than 8 months ago. I found it in a drawer that I have been through 100 times. And somehow this came up and popped back in. I have no idea where and why this decided to show up. But yeah, this has a dual HD mic in it. And it's a very expensive recorder. Very good recorder. So I was really happy to find this. Yes, follow me on Twitter at HSFL Paranormal. You can follow me on Facebook at the same. I have Patreon if you guys would like to join my memberships page and get 48-hour pre-releases on new videos. Yes, the spookies are playing with my stuff, for sure. I have yet to do some real field testing because I thought I lost this recorder. And this is so much more clear than the Olympus. But the Olympus is a really good one. I really do like the Olympus recorder. If anybody saw my new video and heard the EVPs that came off that new Olympus, they're pretty unreal. Alright, okay. Just still loading. I just wanted Hazelite Vixen is in the house. What is up? Here we go. John is talking about turning on and off the lights again and hiding his ghost equipment. How you doing, Kyoko? Good to see you. No, guys, I was just having fun. I don't fake evidence, guys. That's something I don't do. If I don't catch anything, I either don't post the video. Like, I went back the other night to the San Luis Obispo Cemetery, the Oddfellows, to do a 30-minute alone challenge. I didn't catch anything. I'll be the first to admit. That was the first time I've gone there. Well, usually, I mean, I'm sure there was something there. I just didn't get any evidence. I mean, I'll go through the footage again. Maybe it's easier to see what happened on the computer rather than my phone. But I went through it on my phone. I didn't catch really anything, but maybe I'll find something in there. But really, it really wasn't anything to make like a serious video about. I tried to do a 30-minute alone challenge, and really it was no evidence. It was creepy, I'll give it that. But yeah, I'll be the first to admit, I didn't really catch much there. I want to do a 30-minute alone challenge where it's gonna blow you guys out of the water, and I want to legitly be recording and catching evidence on a 30-minute alone to be able to drop it on here, so I have some real content to engage you with you guys instead of putting out something that's gonna be like, oh, this isn't scary, it's just kind of creepy. No, I want something that's gonna be like, holy smokes, like mind-blowing, out of the water. All right, no problem, Boomer Rock. Have a good rest of your night. Hey, Earth Angel, thank you so much for tweeting this out. I really appreciate it. I do see that I have some people tweeting, so I do appreciate it. All right, I'm going to send out some of these. Yep, I'm going to like and follow. There we go. Here we are. All right. Hey, Brown Dwarf, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, bro. All right, there we go. All right, you guys, I am going to share this out on a few pages real quick, just so we can get this ball rolling. Just kind of shouting some people out, saying hi. All right, let's see. Hey, City Girl Country Heart, thank you so much for tweeting this out. I really appreciate it. I'll get to everybody who's mentioned this stream, so I really, really appreciate it, you guys. All right, and let's see. No problem, Brown Dwarf. All right, so I shared it out there. I am alive. Okay. select all, copy, tweet that out. Spiffy. Dropping it like it's hot, you guys. Alright. There we are. Shared it out on Twitter. Let's see. Shared it out there. Bring some more people in, hopefully, and listen to some really creepy stories. Okay, and here. And let's see, YouTube support page. All right, I shared it out to quite a few groups and see what happens. Should be interesting. 21 people in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Tina Stewart, thank you so much. Hey, 8-Bit Reactor is in the house. What is up, 8-Bit? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, good to see you. Tayson Tasha, thank you so much for sharing and liking this video. I do appreciate it. Awesome sauce. We got Lulu Love You and Tony the Rock Fam, some of the best moderators here on YouTube. Hopefully my brother James Sharp joins here in a little bit. See where he is. All right, there we go. Getting those shares out. Awesome sauce. All right, all right, all right. Just kind of looking at chat. Hey, Kirsten. What's up, Kirsten? How are you? Michael Campbell. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for joining. Michael Campbell is a mod for Kelsey Davies. So a mod for Kelsey Davies is a mod for mine. So Michael, you just got your wrench. Johnny Cook Jr. is in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much. Make sure you share this out on social media. It would really help to boost the channel. I've been trying to drop a lot of content lately, and I'm kind of going stir crazy with the amount of videos I've been working on. So I might be trying to maybe do a live investigation at one point this weekend, possibly. That was a really high question. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. No, just playing. I'm joking around, guys. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to do possibly a live investigation. So it should be cool. Maybe I'll go back to Oddfellows and reshoot it, but do it live. All right. No problem, no problem. Guess me and the wife are moving to... where are you moving to, 8-Bit? Hey, Native Grammy's in the house. Thank you so much, Native Grammy, for joining. I really appreciate it. Much welcome. Tell me where you're moving. Don't tell me you're moving to California. Hey, Steve's Fun Adventures. What is up, Steve? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining. All right. Oh, you're moving to Texas. Oh, how cool. Awesome, bro. That's huge. Alright guys, make sure you smash that like button and I'll get to the stories here in just a short minute. Just kind of still shouting out, talking to people. I usually do that for about the first 30 minutes. Just get to know California in the house. What's up, California? Awesome, I'm so glad to hear Steve's Fun Adventures. That's awesome. Hey, Chris V's in the house. What's up, Chris V? Does anyone know where TJ is? I have no idea where TJ is. Keep hearing that like people are worried about him and stuff. I hope he's alright. Irish Nick is in the house. What is up, Irish Nick? Also moving to Texas. Awesome. I hope to one day move back to Texas. I love Texas. Happy Lux, Mystic. Wow. Awesome. So great to see so many channels here, guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. Some people I haven't seen, like Happy Lux, in a long time. So thank you so much for rolling by. I'm so glad that you picked my channel tonight to come by and share the love. So much appreciated. 27 people in the house. His account has been closed. Ooh. Yep, California. Whoop whoop. Alyssa Parish Rock Fam. Hey, John, aka Elvis Jr. Oh no. I almost said Alicia, but I refrained myself. I did it correctly this time. Going to Texas too in July. Oh, cool. Awesome. Sounds like Texas is a place to be. Elizabeth H. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great evening so far. Much love and light. Wow, it's so awesome to see so many people here, guys. Awesome sauce, you guys. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. I hear East Texas has a lot of Bigfoot activity. Yeah, I've heard something about that too. It was terribly hot in Thailand. Glad to be back in Luxembourg. Where's that at, Happy Lex? I heard Thailand is really hot. Heard it's like hot and humid and nasty. I'm doing good, getting ready for work. Awesome, Elizabeth. I bet you have to think before saying my name now. Yeah, I do. Snow melted here, but we're getting snow again in Alaska. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, what's up? Take my Google Play credits. Hey, thank you so much. And there it goes. Irish Nick, super chat, $2. Thank you so much for your donation, Irish Nick. Much appreciated. Hey, just popped in to say good evening. It is 2:12 a.m. Cheers, John. Thank you so much, Owen, for coming by. I do appreciate it. Between Germany, Belgium, and French. Oh, and France, sorry. That's awesome. So cool. Hey, what's up, Marine's wife? How are you doing? Wow, 30 people in the chat. That's how we do it, fam. Thank you guys so much. Moving to Saginaw in the Fort Worth area. Nice. Yeah, Dallas has got some pretty crazy stuff there, 8-Bit Reactor. Yeah, Dallas is a crazy city, but it's crazy fun too. All right. That's so awesome. A $2 super chat. Much appreciated, Irish Nick. All right, and you guys can always, if you want to donate, it's not a requirement to be here, but if you want to donate, you can join me and donate to my PayPal, or you could do Super Chat. Another way to support my channel is to help me on Patreon, and that helps me to grow. So Patreon gives you sneak peeks at all of my new videos and a chance to get merch as well. So if you guys have not checked out my merch page, you guys got to check that out. It's also on my website, www.hsflparanormal.com, which is another cool website. All right, Elegant Homestead is in the house. Elegant Homestead, what is up? Much love and light. We have Eric Garcia in the house. Thank you so much, Eric Garcia, for joining. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for taking your time and coming by and sharing your love here on HSFL Paranormal. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people here tonight. An awesome group of awesome YouTubers in the house, great moderators, great supporters. Go check each other out, and you guys definitely won't not like each other's channels. Like, there's so much great content with the 31 people here in the chat, so definitely go grab one another and check it out, guys, because it's really, really cool. Thank you so much for 31 people joining me tonight. That's what I like to see, guys. 33 now. Awesome, guys. Let's keep that rolling. I have to fly, folks. It's 3:15 a.m. Blessings. All right, Lulu, love you. Much love and light. It is 2 a.m. What time is it there? It is currently 11:15, and I just looked at my thing and I realized that I did not have my computer plugged in, and it's almost dead. So let me grab that real quick. That's not good. Where the heck is it? Alright, guys, I found it. Alright. Shit fire. Whew. I recently had somebody really cool that I look up to pretty high in the paranormal community become Facebook, our new Twitter follower. Urban Ghost, Urban Exploration Joe just joined me on Twitter, so that was really cool. And I've been talking to Patty a lot too, trying to... Oh, you recently subbed to me. Awesome, Mystic. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Yeah, guys, watch the word sub. It can get you in a little bit of trouble. With YouTube and the community guidelines, they don't like the word sub. I don't know why. But even though they have something called the subscribe button. Hey, K-Dog McKee in the Doghouse Report. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Mystic or Dangerous Criminals, what is up? How are you? So yeah, guys, watch out for the word sub and use the word support or smash. I smashed on your support button. Or is... Hey, what? Dude, what? $5 super chat from 8-Bit Reactor. Dude, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that. You don't understand how much that means to me. Thank you so much. 8-Bit Reactor. Guys, go check him out. Awesome YouTuber. Lots of cool videos. Definitely go grab him. Right now, he has just made it a little bit over 1,000 subscribers, and there's a reason why. He's an awesome YouTuber, so definitely go check his stuff out. He does a lot of different videos, from food to fundraising for his trip to California, and yeah, he has even done an HSFL merch video because I gave him one of my t-shirts. Hey, Lee and Ladybug, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Sup is a spam word too, I heard. Really? Wow. Or as Murad likes to say, pee in your pond. Why? I don't know. So many awesome YouTubers, guys. I love Patty, Marie, Heather, and UGUE. Yeah, they're awesome people. Yeah, what's up? So I'm just catching up with you guys. It's so awesome to see everybody here. Seriously, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. You don't want to miss a thing, but so make sure you hit that bell notification too to get notified of all my new videos coming out in the future. Hey, Hen Kid, how are you? Good to see you. Murad was in here a little bit ago, and I'm sure he'll be back. What is going on, Jeanette Moore? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hen Kid is in the house. Long time no see. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I have to finish editing, so talk to you later. All right. Have a good night, Irish Nick. Much love and light. So I'm working on a video right now since I got finished with the Pioneer Saloon videos. Now I'm working on the haunted cave exploration, so I'll definitely be dropping that video. I don't know if it's gonna be Saturday or Friday when I drop that. It's detail oriented, and it's gonna, I'm just started cracking down. I finally just got the intro done, but I'm working on getting the rest of it done, guys. It's a pretty cool cave. Very creepy too. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Awesome sauce, you guys. So let's get into the stories. Scary stories. There once was a prince named Prospero. He lived in a huge castle in the mountains. His servants and his courtiers attended his every whim. The castle had high stone walls that were surrounded by a deep moat at the entrance. There were giant iron gates and enormous portcullis over the door. Let's see. The prince heard rumors that there was a terrible plague sweeping across the land. They called it the Red Death. The disease was highly contagious, and whole towns were being wiped out in a single night. Irish whiskey's in the house. What's up, brother? Those who were affected suffered from dizziness. Sharp pains in their skin broke out in a red rash. And then within minutes, blood would start pouring from their eyes, their nose, and their mouth until they collapsed, withering around in an unbearable pain, and then die. The plague drew nearer, and the prince invited hundreds of his friends to take refuge and keep him company. He locked the gates, barred the windows, and lowered the portcullis to keep everyone outside. Inside, the prince and his guests laughed and danced and made merry outside of the wall. While outside of the walls, the poor people suffered and died from the Red Death as it raged on. To keep the guests entertained, Prince Porcelo decided to hold a masquerade ball. He ordered his servants to redecorate seven rooms, especially for the ball. The first room was painted blue from door to ceiling. The second one was painted pink, and the third one was painted green. The fourth was painted orange, and the fifth was painted white. The sixth was painted purple. The seventh was left completely black. The walls and ceiling were painted black, and the carpet on the floor was black. The curtains that hung from the walls were made from black satin, and all the furniture and upholstery was black velvet. On one of the walls was a large black clock and pendulum that swung to and fro, making a loud and monstrous click sound every hour. The clock would strike, giving the sound of large clangs like a tolling of a bell. One of these rooms, none of these rooms had any lights. Each room was only illuminated from a blazing fire in the fireplace, casting flickering shadows across the walls. The seventh room, there was a fire lit cast such strange and frightening shadows on the wall that very few guests were brave enough to step foot inside. The masquerade ball began in the blue room, and the guests were all having fun. Everyone was wearing a mask. The musicians played merry songs while they danced. They ate food and drank wine that had been laid out on the tables in front of them. Wherever the clock struck, the musicians would stop playing, and the guests would stop dancing, and everyone would stand to listen to the dull, clanging chime. When the echo of the bells had died away, the guests would move on to the next room. Reveille would begin again. That night, as the night wore on, they moved to the blue room, to the pink room, to the green room, to the orange room, to the white room, and to the purple room, until they found themselves entering the black room. At midnight, the clock struck 12. Everyone stopped to listen. As the chime subsided, the guests became aware to the masked figure standing in the middle of the room. None of the guests had noticed him before. The stranger was tall and gaunt. He was dressed in a dark cape, and his face was covered in a red mask in the shape of a skull. When Prince Prospero caught sight of the figure standing amongst the guests, he made a shudder with anger. "Who are you?" he demanded. "How dare you insult me, coming here without an invitation? Leave this castle this minute or I'll have you killed." The masked figure made no attempt to leave. Instead, he stood there, staring at the prince. And just then, an unearthly lit illuminated the black room, and the guests became so frightened that they were shaking in their boots. Prince Prospero did not like to be disobeyed. He drew his sword and held it up. "Leave now, or I shall slay you myself." The masked figure walked towards the prince, and all the guests drew back, too afraid to stop him. Standing in front of the prince was a figure, and reached out with his bony hands and took off his mask. The prince let out a sharp cry and dropped his sword. The guests screamed in horror. Behind the mask, there was no face at all, just an empty black void. All of a sudden, the prince grew dizzy. He felt sharp pains in his side, and he broke into a red rash. Blood spurted from his eyes and his nose and his mouth. His guests collapsed all around him, writhing in their agony, with their screams echoing through the 7 rooms. Red Death had come like a thief in the night, one by one. The prince and his guests succumbed to the terrible disease. The clock stopped ticking, and the fires went out, and the darkness and decay of the Red Death triumphed over all. How'd you guys like that story? Sorry, I'm going back through the comments, see if anybody I missed. Sharpshooters in the house. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Looks like Michael Campbell is leaving. Have a good night, brother. Much love and light. Take care. All right, all right. That was a creepy one? Yeah, I like that one. Hey, has anybody heard from Lou Rock tonight? I'm getting my stories from scaryforkids.com. That was a creepy story. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, Country Girl Paranormal, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, what's up, man? How are you, Atlantis Paranormal? Thank you so much for joining. So awesome to have all these fams here. So good to see you. Candy Kisses! What's up, Candy Kisses? Yeah, he was in Brian's Paranormal earlier. Yes. Oh, after you left. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alrighty, you guys. Alright. Jessica R is in the house. What's up? He was in Cab 7 and Patty's live stream. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I saw Patty's live when James the Fam walked in. That was pretty cool. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Kim. All right, let's find the next story. Haha. Many years ago in Borneo, there was an Englishman named Clifford Macy who was young, handsome, and very vain. He fancied himself as God's gift to women and often boasted about his success. Macy was a huge owner of a tobacco plantation, and his friend and business partner was another Englishman by the name of Leopold Warwick. Despite being old and fat, Warwick had a wife and a very young, beautiful daughter. He had a wife and who was very young and beautiful. He was very envy of the man who set eyes on her. The three men lived together in a big house on the plantation. Macy slept in the first room, while Warwick slept in the second. It was a rainy season, and there was precious little to do. Macy was bored, and he could find nothing that would keep him entertained. As time went on, he developed a passion for Warwick's wife, and began to wish that he could have her for himself. He tried flirting, but did not have anything to she did not want to have anything to do with him. One evening, her husband was away. Macy did a pass at her, but she slapped him in the face. However, Macy was the kind of man who did not take no for an answer. After she rebutted him, he became more and more obsessed with her until he was determined to have her at any cost. Although his heart was burning with white-hot passion, Macy had a devilish and cunning mind. He came up with a way to get Warwick out of the picture. In Borneo, there was a type of earwig that lives off of waxy secretions. It was a special liking for the human ear. It was so light and small, it could be crawling around your face and you would barely feel it. If it gets into your ear, it creeps down the ear canals, unable to turn around, feeding as it goes, causing weeks of hellish torment until I'm sure you can use your imagination. Macy paid two native men a large sum of money and instructed them to creep into Warwick's bedroom in the middle of the night and place the earwig on his pillow. He went to sleep that night with a smile on his face, and he dreamed about the horrible fate that was about to befall his friend. The next morning, Macy came to breakfast. Warwick seemed bright and cheerful. He watched the old man closely, seeing for any signs of discomfort. Just then, Macy felt a weird tickling sensation in his own ear. When he poked his finger in his ear, he discovered that it was bleeding. Jumping from the table in his horror on his face, he stricken, "That damn thing is in my ear!" It appeared that the man he had paid made a terrible mistake during the night and had gone into the wrong room and placed the earwig in his ear. That was the beginning of the weeks of unimaginable pain and agony. There was nothing the doctor could do for him. He lay in his room and tried to the bed with his wrists lashed onto the headboards, trying to prevent him from tearing his own ears off. Day and night he withered and screamed as the earwig crawled and twisted through his head, driving him insane. Occasionally the earwig was resting. Macy could get a break from the torment, but when it woke up, he would scream and scream and scream. The pain was so unmanageable that being filleted alive and burned at the stake, or even being put on the rack or hung, would have been an act of mercy. Every time the doctor came to see him, Macy begged him to put him out of his misery. When something very unexpected happened, miraculously the earwig crawled out of his ear. Macy had come close to the brink of death. He had survived the torment. When he was well enough to talk, the doctor came to see him. "I suppose we're going to call the police and have me arrested now," said Macy. "No, we're not going to call the police." "Why not?" Macy demanded. "I suppose they're trying to avoid a scandal." "No, they're taking pity on you. They know about your condition." "What do you mean?" "You see, the earwig was female," said the doctor, "and it has laid eggs." Mystic, you haven't heard me sing before? That's funny. Hey, Jelly Duck 100's in the house. How you doing? Hey, Texas Life Julie's in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? I guess payback is a you-know-what. Good night. Oh, have a good night, Mystic. Take care. Yeah, I wouldn't want that thing crawling around in my ear. Little Meadow's in the house. What's up, Little Meadow? How are you? Hey, 89 Mattel is in the house. What is up? Thank you so much for joining. Hope everybody's having a great night so far. Alright guys, don't forget to share this out on Facebook and Twitter and tag me at hsflparanormal.com if you do. That way I can see it and I can shout you out. He sung happy birthday to me. Yes, I did. Yeah, I have plenty of streams where I sing. No, I'm not singing tonight, if that's what you guys are getting. I'm all sung out right now. Not much. 89 Mattel, just relaxing. Chatting with the fams. Hold on, guys. I'm just looking for something real quick. Alright. Hey, John, it's been fun, but I have school in the morning. Okay, have a good night, Michael Campbell. Thank you so much for joining. Much love and light. Patreon just changed it. Okay. You can sing to me next month's my birthday. Yeah, same here. My birthday is April 7th. I will be 26 years old in just a couple of weeks. So it's going to be pretty cool. Let's see. Tomorrow's the 20th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 days until my birthday. Can't stay long tonight. I'm doing back shifts. Got off last night. Ooh, 4 a.m. Yikes. Hey, no problem, Michael. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Cheers. Oh, no kidding. That's funny, Kim. Our birthdays are almost the same. Woohoo. Policeman sat on the sofa with his pen and notebook in his hands. The old lady came out with a cup of tea and sat down on the front of the table with him. "Before you take me down the station, perhaps I should tell you why I did it," she said. "The truth is, it was mostly for the company. It gets very lonely when you're an old lady and some people never seem to want to have any time with me. I just enjoy sitting and talking." The policeman stared at her impassively. Mrs. Ordway was the very first. She had sat down in her comfy chair. I remember like it was yesterday. She came to the door selling beauty products. I invited her inside and made her a cup of tea. I went into the kitchen to fetch my axe, and then when she least expected it, I crept behind her and I chopped off her head. Next one was Mr. Bilgenman. He was a plumber. He came to fix my leaky pipes. And when he was taking a break from work, I made him a cup of tea. Then I took out my axe from behind the sofa and chopped off his head too. The third one was the paper boy. Little Jimmy Watkins. I told him to come inside and look into my purse. He wasn't drinking tea, so I gave him a plate of cookies. Children cannot resist cookies. When he was munching on the cookies, I began to chopping with my axe. His head came off too. I stuffed all the heads and placed them under my mantelpiece. I talk to them day and night. I carry on conversations with them. It helps with the loneliness. The only problem was what to do with the bodies. I couldn't stuff them all. I would have to do too much work, so I came up with an ingenious solution. What did I do? It was simple. I stuffed the body and used it all for the heads. When I was tired of talking to one of them, I would take off the head and place it back onto the mantelpiece. Put another head on the body. Isn't that clever? The policeman didn't answer. "Well, I'm getting a little bored with this conversation," the old lady said with a sigh. She stood up and took the policeman's head off and put it on the mantelpiece. Then she took down the saleswoman's head and placed it on the body. "Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Ordway," she said. "It's nice to see you again. How have you been?" "Oh, nice. That is so awesome, Michael Campbell. Heck yeah. We have the same birthday. Awesome." You're a stalker, not a lurker. All these Aries in the house. That's awesome. You guys rock. Rock fams. Very interesting. Let's see. This one's called Little Sister. Little Sister was only about 7 years old when she was killed. We found her laying dead in a ditch. It was late at night and the rain was pouring down, washing the blood from her pale white skin. Her throat had been cut. Her eyes were still open and she was staring blankly at the sky. The rain was beating down. The police never found who had killed her. They buried her at the graveyard, not too far from our house. At the funeral, my father had held me tightly against his chest. Tears were running down my cheeks. My mother couldn't come. She was too sick. Back then, we all lived together. There was a lot of us. My mother, my father, my aunt, my uncle, my 3 cousins, my sister, and I. Not long after the funeral, my sister came back. I saw her outside my window at night, scratching at the glass. Her eyes were hollow sockets, her cheeks were sunken in, and her hair was matted with dirt. Her thin lips were drawn from her teeth in a sickly grin. Every night she stood there in the rain, clawing at the window, silently begging to come in. Eventually I couldn't take it anymore, and I opened the window. She crawled inside. She stank of the grave. She was cold to the touch, deathly cold. She couldn't speak, and she never said a word. She just curled up in the corner and watched me as I slept. When I woke up in the morning, she would be gone. All that was left were the muddy tracks in the bedroom floor. One night, she seemed to be telling me something. She was pointing a picture at my uncle, and she grabbed my arm, and her fingers felt like ice. I couldn't understand what she was saying, and then all at once, a chill ran down my spine. I realized my uncle was somehow involved in her death, and I grew very frightened of him. After that, things seemed to fall into place. I understood why my sister kept coming back. She wanted revenge. She wanted my uncle to pay for what she had done. One rainy night, my uncle took me for a walk on the cliffs. He stopped me at the edge to gaze over the sea. The water was wet and glassy. The moment he turned his back, I knew it was my chance. I gathered all my strength and I kicked him in the back. I still remember the expression on his face, twisted and turned, desperately trying to regain his balance, but it was no use. He toppled over the side. I crawled to the edge and peered over, his body laying on the jagged rocks below. His arms and legs were twisted at all angles, and his skull was smashed and his neck was broken. Bright red blood ran down into the stones. When the police came, I pretended to cry. I told him that he had slipped for no reason, and they had no reason to doubt me. After all, I was just a child. In the middle of the night, I was awoken to the sound of screaming. My sister kneeling on the bedroom floor. She was withering in pain and her fingernails were scratching at her face. She was a mess. Her face was bloody and her skin was hanging off. "What have you done?" she screamed at me over and over. I was so scared I couldn't move. As I watched, she screamed and sobbed and tore her own flesh off with her fingers. I must have blacked out. When I woke up, she was gone. I never understood the horrible thing that I had done to my little sister until we went to that graveyard for my uncle's funeral. They buried my uncle in the same grave as her. My sister never came back. Hey, Nat the Cat CM, what is going on? Thank you so much for joining. Hope y'all are having a great night so far. Thank you guys. Much love and light. Right? Yeah, it was a pretty scary story, you guys. That one was creepy. I think that's the first time on this channel telling that story. Yeah, it was pretty gross and scary. You know, it's better time than ever living in a haunted house to do a EVP session with my Yamarin recorder. I would say it's new, but it's not new, but it is a very nice recorder. So I'm going to try something and see if it works, see if I could pick up an EVP, because they tend to like using my mics when I'm least expecting it. So let's try it out. Are there any spirits here with me who would like to communicate? If so, could you please speak and say your name? How many spirits are here with us? Are you the voice of the woman who has talked into my mics before? Is this the spirit of Janet, the lady who died in my house? Can you tell me when you died?
If so, could you please speak and say your name? How many spirits are here with us? Are you the voice of the woman who has talked into my mics before? Testing mic. Are there any spirits here with us? Are you the voice of the woman who has talked into my mics before?
There's a knock.
Is this the spirit of Janet, the lady who died in my house? Can you tell me when you died? Is there anybody here who has died that would like...
Alright, so I didn't pick up anything on that EVP. A lot of the times I do, hey, trying to help get Chris back from Bakersfield Paranormal Services. He needs our help. Yes, Chris does need our help. He is, he's going through a really hard time, guys. If there's any money that you guys have extra that you could help Chris from Bakersfield Paranormal Services, guys, please help Chris get back to California. He's in a really bad spot, guys. Uh, 25, all right. Yeah, guys, please help Chris get back to California. If you have any money left over, can you please help by donating? He needs about $200. I think that's what he said. Let's see, Baker. Let's see here. So let me see real quick. There's Chris's PayPal, guys. If you guys could go help him, okay, you can help after the 23rd. Okay. Yeah, guys, he needs about $200. Yeah, he's had a really rough time at it right now, guys, and he desperately does need our help. All right, have a good night, Little Meadow. Much love and light. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Chris from Bakersfield Paranormal Services definitely needs our help, guys. If you guys could help me try to raise $200 for him, he definitely needs to get back here to California, and he's really struggling, guys. So any help is, anything you can do to help would mean a lot to me and mean a lot to him. So just looking out for the fam, you guys. Just trying to make sure that my boy at BPS is covered, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, no, I understand. So I'll post his link again, guys. Yeah, it's been a rough time in between all these trips. I don't even have the money right now to do it. Otherwise, I would help. But right now, I've been kind of financially strapped myself with court and the whole thing dealing with my divorce. So, guys, if there's anybody who does have any money that could help, that would mean a lot to me. So, thank you guys. If you do donate, just let me know and I'll give you guys a special shout out. Hey, Frozen Fury 009, what is going on? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Much love and light, brother. Thank you so much for joining on. I do seriously appreciate it. Just had a little stuff going on, guys. I just wanted to post Chris from Bakersfield Paranormal Services PayPal, guys. He is really struggling. He needs all of our love and support right now. He's kind of homeless and he's a long way from home and he desperately needs to get back here. If you guys want to see him explore with me, he needs to be back here in California. He is interested in wanting to come on investigations with me and do some stuff. So guys, if you want to see us work together and kind of do a whole new light on some of the investigations I've done in the past, then let's help Bakersfield Paranormal Services trying to get home, okay? Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Hey, Center Stars channel, what is up? Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're having a great night so far. Much love and light. So, guys, we just made it officially an hour here on HSFL Paranormal Live. So, thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. Stream's a little laggy going on right now. Hopefully, it fixes itself a little bit. I don't know what's going on with the stream and why it's lagging so much, so hopefully it corrects itself. I'm trying to get back here real quick. Yep, looks good now. I've been in need of some prayers. Well, sending them your way, Center Stars Paranormal, or Center Stars channel. Prayers, my friend. Yeah, guys, pray for Chris. Chris is a good dude. He needs our help, guys. If anybody can help and do their best to try to get Chris back here to California, that would mean a lot. Yeah, no problem, right side of Floyd. Anything I could do to help Chris. I spoke with Chris, I think, yesterday twice. I haven't heard from him today, but usually he tries to contact me. So he's desperately trying to get back to Bakersfield, California. And guys, if you could help him get back here, he is really, really struggling, guys. And he's in desperate need of our help. Also, guys, please pray for Lou Rock. Last night, his daughter, I believe, ended up in the hospital, and I think he's there again tonight. So guys, please say a special shout out to Lou Rock. Dude, I hope your daughter's doing all right. I know you are probably back in the hospital or just getting out. Dude, much love and light, brother. Hope everything's going well. So, let's get back to the stories, you guys. I'm a psychiatrist, and by profession, of course, it is my career. I've dealt with many people who have had strange and unusual problems. However, in one case particularly disturbed me more than any other. There was a family of 3 who lived next door to me. They were a married couple in their 60s. They had a son who was about 30 years old. The son was called what we called in Japan hikomori, someone who is introverted, reclusive, and isolated, someone who is withdrawn from social contact. We never saw the son. People who are hikomori usually lock themselves away in their rooms and avoid others. I didn't hear about the condition directly from his parents. I assumed that they didn't want to discuss it. In Japan, people are very concerned about appearances, and having a son who is a hikomori is an embarrassment. As days have passed, their son was out less and less. He hasn't come out of the house at all. Every night, from his bedroom window, the furious voice of his mother could be heard screaming and shouting at him. Whenever I met the poor woman, she smiled and said hello, but the strain was showing on her face. She became pale and haggard. Almost 6 years since anybody has seen their son. One day, the father knocked on the door and asked me to come over to his house. He knew I was a psychiatrist, and since we were neighbors, I decided to go help the family. We got through the front door. We got to the front door. The mother was standing there. She led us upstairs to the son's room. She banged on the door with her fist and shouted, "We're coming in!" She burst in the room and shrieked, "Are you going to sleep forever, you good for nothing?" Before I knew what was happening, she grabbed a golf club and started beating the sleeping figure under the covers. For a moment, I was stricken dumb as she rained down blow by blow. Then I sprang into action, grabbed the golf club, and wrestled her out of the room. I hurried back to check on the son's injuries. But when I pulled back the cover, I didn't believe my eyes. Laying beneath the sheets was a mummified corpse. I stood there in absolute astonishment, staring at a pile of bones and leathery old skin. The father approached me, hanging his head in shame. It was my wife. It was my wife that I wanted you to see. She has been doing this for years. I can't take it anymore. Sorry, Center Stars. I'm trying to find your comment here. Prayer to her and you, Center Stars. She has been in surgery. Hey, fam, Lori K, how you doing? Prayers to you, Center Stars channel. Irish Whiskey, how you doing? Wow, 31 people back in the chat. It is right now currently midnight. It's a little after midnight. It's 12:07 here in California. Find blood and gut story. Face eating is okay too. Heck yeah. Hey, Jevon's Journey Grace, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Just a stressful thing that no family expects to ever experience. John, hopefully things get better for your friend. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that need prayers, guys. So please, please say prayers for Lou, for Chris from Bakersfield Paranormal. Say prayers for Center Stars and her family. Lots of prayers to be spread around, you guys. .307 here. Oh, okay. Wow, yeah, it's late on the East Coast. You guys are brave. Night, Texas Life, Julie. Much love and light. Let's see here. One evening I was cleaning out my garage when I heard a roar of an engine. A car was speeding through the neighborhood. All of a sudden there was a screech of tires followed by a loud thump. I ran outside into the street and realized that there had been an accident. A young boy was hit by a car. His body was laying in the gravel. I immediately took out my cell phone and called an ambulance. I watched to my disbelief a man who was driving got out of his car and started inspecting the damage to his vehicle. He paid no attention to the injured boy under his vehicle. All of a sudden, a woman came out of the house screaming and crying. She was obviously the boy's mother. She ran up to the driver and started shaking him. "What have you done?" she said. "What have you done to my son?" Her anguished screams ran down, sent a chill down my spine. The driver roughly pushed her away and started arguing with her. "It's not my fault," he said. "The boy just jumped out in front of me. Look what he's done to my car. I'll make you pay for this." "Curse you," the woman screamed. "Curse you. I'll never forgive you for this." The ambulance finally arrived. There was nothing they could do for the little boy. He was already dead. The police had arrived to determine who was responsible for the accident, but there was no witnesses. They had only accept the driver's version of the events. He was not charged with the crime and was allowed to go free. A few days later, the driver sent the boy's mother a bill to repair his car. The front of his car was dented and the headlight was broken. She refused to pay. He took her to court. The grief-stricken woman lost the case. She did not have anything to compensate him for the damages to the car, but not only did she have to compensate him for the damages to the car, but she also had to pay for his legal costs. A few months after the accident, the driver came home from work to find his wife that had just disappeared. He called the police and filed a missing persons report, but they could not find any trace of her. It was as she had vanished into thin air. A few days later, a man's 2 children also went missing. There had been seen leaving school, but they never arrived home. Somewhere along the way, they had mysteriously disappeared. A few weeks later, the dead body of one of the children was found in a dumpster. When the detectives were investigating the crime, they heard about the court case and the little boy who had been killed in the accident. They became suspicious. On a hunch, they questioned the mother of the little boy and obtained a warrant to search her house. They were horrified to what they found. In her living room, the mother had constructed an altar, decorating the pictures of the dead boy. Sitting on the altar were the severed heads of the driver and his missing wife and child. His wife's eyes and mouth had been sewn shut with a string, and the police arrested the mother of the little boy. She confessed, and she did it because she wanted revenge. She wanted to make them suffer. She sewed the dead woman's mouth closed because she made too much noise. She forced the woman to watch as she killed her children right in front of her. And then when she was done, she murdered the woman and cut off her head. She sewed the eyes closed because she didn't want to see the dead woman glaring at her. The woman was found guilty and was given the death penalty. She was executed by hanging. All this was done because of a damaged car. Center Star's Paranormal, Center Star's channel. I'm so sorry. I really, really apologize about that. I run We Are Live Facebook. Please don't post condolences there. My dad wants nothing about my mom on Facebook. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Center Stars. Yeah, I promise I won't post anything regarding your mom on Facebook, but my condolences to you and your family. That must be really, really hard. I'm so sorry. I don't think I've ever met you personally, but I do apologize. I now see that I should have paid attention to your channel. For some reason, it unsubscribed me to your channel. I just resubscribed, by the way. So sorry about that. I did not mean to call you a female. It was an accident. But I got you now, so I'll definitely be checking out some of your videos. Yeah, it was almost like the movie Thinner, yeah. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, it was a good book. So I hope everybody's enjoying the story so far. Trying to see if there's anything weird going on in my live stream in the background. Sometimes I capture some weird stuff. I just noticed there was a spider hanging from the pulling cord. Probably kill it. Or capture it and put it outside or something. I'm going to try one more thing to draw some people into the stream. See if I can do this real quick. Thank you so much for... Gross, get rid of it now. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember. Gotcha. Understand. I'm glad that you're back too, Center Stars channel. All right. Movie? What movie? John, when you were doing your EVP, there was a face on the right-hand side of the screen. Are you serious? Huh. I'd like you to see if you could screenshot that. That sounds pretty wild. Alright, let me see here. I'm gonna post this to Instagram. Instagram. All right. Very trying to yeah, spiders. I hate spiders. Yeah, I totally agree. At least you can't see them on camera. Scary stories. When you were doing that's creepy. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like the Olympus is way better at capturing voices. I'm gonna have to do some more tests with this at some haunted locations and see if I capture anything. But that Olympus, almost every time I capture some kind of weird thing. John, you and your mom been all good at your place? I think the last time... Yeah, there was a really bad rainstorm that last time. Yep, I do remember that. I hate spiders, snakes, and lizards. Lizards are just snakes with legs that get to me faster. Oh my goodness. See, I love snakes. Snakes are cool. I like lizards too. I hate spiders. Not a spider fan. Look, Ma, it's a spider. Yeah, there was a lot of activity that night. Yep, I remember that. Let me see if I could grab my other recorder and see if I could try something different. All right, so this is the Olympus 541 PC. Now this has caught some amazing EVPs. I'll show you guys an example of like one of the EVPs that I caught. And this was from the Pioneer Saloon now that I've released it. Hold on. That's a cave. Oh. See you hear it. You hear a clear hi. That was at the Pioneer Saloon.
Could you come forth to the table and let us know who you are?
Okay, well, listen to this other one though. This. I know. I think that's this one. You hear that one? Hi, Danny, I see them. So the first voices are me and Murad talking. That voice was caught on this recorder.
Is there anybody who wants to speak into this device? If so, can you tell us your name? Do you want a shot of whiskey with us?
You hear that one? It's all, yeah.
How many spirits are sitting here at the bar with us?
You hear that one? I see you, Danny.
Did you like the radio? Did you like the radio? Did you like the radio? Or the jukebox?
You hear that one? Clear no.
Was that you who just affected the lights behind the alcohol bottles?
Clear right there, listen.
Behind the alcohol bottles?
Clear, I did. And then listen to this one. It says, I did, Danny.
Is that you touching my head?
Well, that place was exceptional. There was a lot of spirit energy. It's not like a door just opened.
Bartender that was here? Or Peter? you the one messing with the TV earlier while we were gone? You turned it.
Yeah, this recorder is super, super clear.
Do you think you could light that K2 meter right there on the table for
Now
me?
listen to this. Not yet. It's when I say I think I said thank you for speaking with us. Watch.
I feel somebody standing like right in front of me or right beside me. Thank you.
You hear it clear. You're welcome. Here, listen back.
Beside me. Thank you so much for touching the K2. I really appreciate it. If you're the bartender, can you do 2 blank?
Where is it?
Thank you so much for touching the K2. I really appreciate it.
Is it that one?
So much for touching the... Thank you.
Yep, there you go. You're welcome. This meter records some pretty crazy stuff, you guys. Like, this one's pretty awesome. Hey, what's going on, Aniki? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for rolling by. I thank you, seriously, thank you for coming by. So awesome to sing alongside you on Brian's stream. So I'm going to try one more EVP session on this recorder and versus the Yemrin R6 that I have, because this Olympus just seems to work so well. So I'm going to try this, and then we can see if it works. House EVP session number 1. If there's any spirits here, come up beside me, speak clearly into the device. Is that your energy I'm feeling around me? What would you like to tell me? Could you give me the number of spirits here who are here with me? Why do you like my house so much? Thank you so much for speaking with me. Okay, let's play it back. Why does it sound like nothing's... It didn't record. It ran it for 2 minutes without recording my voice at all. Okay, that's unusual. So I'm gonna do a test to make sure it's not the recorder having issues, because I got full battery in this thing. What the hell? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, something's wrong with my recorder. It's not picking up on my voice at all, which is... Is there anybody here with me? I'm doing a test. My recorder's just not working at all. It's not recording my voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What the heck? Hold on. Okay, that's so weird because this thing is supposed to have full battery. Checking, checking, 1, 2, 3. What the hell is this? Yep, it's not recording my voice at all. I'm so confused. Hey, sharpshooter, what's going on? Something's moving on my right side. Guys, I am so confused why that's not working. Why is my EVP recorder... I took out the batteries. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All of a sudden it decides to work.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
So I don't know what just happened this whole time, but my EVP was just not recording my voice, and then it all of a sudden decides to sound fine. Hey, Kate O'Connor and the fam, how's it going? Stony Crow, how you doing? Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't have anything connected to it, but the second I plugged something into the jack and pulled it out, then it started working fine. So I have no idea what's going on. So I'm gonna have to redo that recording and try it again. That was weird. I've never had that happen to me on any EVP recorder ever. Even taking the batteries out and putting them back in, and then it was doing the same thing. That's strange. Like, I don't know what that was, but let's try this again, guys. EVP session. Is there anybody here with me? Do you prefer the lights on or the lights off? Is this the spirit of the woman who died here? What would you like to tell me? Should I be scared of you? Are you the spirit that often talks into my mic when I'm recording? Thank you for speaking with me.
EVP session. Is there anybody here with me? Do you prefer the lights on or the lights off? Is this the spirit of the woman who died here?
Did you guys hear that? Sounds like it says, yes, it does.
What would you like to tell me?
Yes, it was. Heard another voice again, but it was too soft to make
Should
it.
I be scared of you? Are you the spirit that often talks into my mic when I'm recording? Thank you for speaking with me.
So that was definitely interesting, guys. You definitely heard where it says, yes, it was. That's what I heard. That is strange. Like, okay, so if that doesn't confirm anything, to some people that just want to hold on to the fact that the paranormal doesn't exist, paranormal doesn't exist, that was some pretty clear-cut evidence. That was a direct reply to what I was saying. So that's definitely pretty creepy, you guys. Hey, TCTV, how you doing? Yeah, that's why I won't bring a spirit box in my house. It's like, yes, it was. Like that. That's what it sounded like to me. I mean, I capture some of the best evidence of the paranormal in this house. Like, this house is pretty creepy. I thought I heard something at the very end, too.
Thank you for speaking with me.
I heard it like that, like it was breathing into my mic.
Thank you for speaking with me.
Yeah, it like something goes like that. That's what it sounded like. I don't know, but that first voice. Ah, you got some screenshots for me, huh? Heck yeah. Screenshots are awesome. Where do you want to send those? Tammy, where do you want to send those? When you said thank you, it says you're for speaking with me. It says you're welcome. Yeah, that was when I was at the Pioneer Saloon. Maybe like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put it on. Gonna have to put that on the. Oh wait, you know what? You know what I could do? So I can actually plug this in.
Power on. Now is oxy mode.
Is there anybody here with me? Do you prefer the lights on or the lights off? Is this the spirit of the woman who died here?
Sounds like it says yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what it sounds like. And then it says yes again.
What would you like to tell me?
Yes, it was. What the fuck was that? Sounds like somebody's walking up my steps on my porch. Huh. Weird. So I'm gonna get fast forwarded to that left.
Thank you for speaking with me. Thank you for speaking with me.
Yeah, all I hear is hello? God, it sounds like the door's opening in the back. Hey, right side of floor. Tammy Burgess, the fam. It's moving around the home. It probably used to live there when the lady died. You can hear it when you play back. Something is moving. Yo, yeah, for sure. Watch his right side. That side? Is that you moving around my house and making all that noise? Was that the steps that I heard coming up the stairs outside? Can you tell me your name and who you are?
Is that the steps that I heard coming up the stairs outside? Stairs outside?
Sounds like it says yes.
Outside? Coming up the stairs outside?
Maybe I'm just hearing things.
Stairs outside.
Low battery.
What? I just charged.
Can you tell me your name and who you are?
But that first one I got more stuff. This one I didn't hear much. But there's definitely like a cold feeling, like right here on my right side. Like it felt like my elbow was cold. Yeah, I just charged this. This is what died. Which is weird because I just charged this the other night before I went and tried to do that 30-minute alone video. Inevitably, I left this here. That's weird that it just died. I'm trying to see what you're seeing. Where's this pixelated image standing right next to me? Unless you're seeing something I'm not. I can definitely feel a cold feeling next to me, but I don't see it. Yeah, I can imagine that. Weird stuff always happens in this house. Guys, remember, if you haven't shared this out, please share this out on Facebook and Twitter. I went blurry for a minute. Well, I'm sure she's wandering around because I still feel my elbow's really cold. When Chris from Bakersfield Paranormal Services came, he saw a woman on all fours right here in my hallway, right where Janet supposedly died. My thing's been lagging this whole night. I think that's explainable by just OBS being OBS. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you sharing it on Twitter. Hey, Awesome Epic Adventures. What's going on? How you doing, mate? It's so awesome that there's still like 30 freaking people in here, you guys. That's pretty rad. But yeah, there's definitely spooky, you guys. Spooky. I swear, some of the best EVPs I get when I'm not paying attention, and it ends up happening on my record. Like, it'll happen on my computer mic. James, you're here. I see you, bro. Thank you so much for posting my links, man. I really appreciate it. Much love, bro. Like, some of the best EVPs I catch are like when I'm talking on live streams and it just randomly happens. The fuck was that? Might be the wind outside blowing stuff
Low
around.
battery.
What the hell?
Power off.
Let's see. Okay. It was just, hold on. It was just to the right of the window. Sorry. Partly the shady parts of the wall. Sorry, I work in and out. Okay. Yeah, there's some strange stuff, guys. Like, I keep hearing some, like, weird clicking, and it sounds like it's coming, like, on the windows. It's so strange. I really don't understand it. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys. I'm actually really tired. I actually might sign off right now, guys, and go to sleep. I'm pretty wiped out. Yeah, I know. The yawns are pretty glitchy, guys. Or, sorry, the yawns are pretty catchy. I understand that. It's been awesome that, yeah. I'm strange, so yeah. James, you're awesome, bro. I love you, bro. Hope you're doing well. I was kind of concerned when you posted earlier. I hope everything's going well. Dude, give me a call sometime, man. Send them on Twitter or on Facebook. That would probably be the best. But I hope everybody enjoyed the scary stories and the crazy EVPs. I'm glad I got to share some of that with you guys. I'm going to go to sleep now, and so I can wake up at a decent hour and finish my editing. James, I love you, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. I've been watching this whole time, but if you go back to the time where you were sharing this before you started the EVP session, there was a loud whisper and you can hear it clear. It was a female voice. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Bell Hunter. Seriously, I'm not surprised. There's always weird voices that you capture here on the live streams. So, everybody, have a good rest of your night, and much love and light. And Tammy, let me know what you're sending it to, either Facebook or Twitter. And make sure to share those out on my Facebook page and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for joining. Much love and light. Oh, something just touched me in the back of my head. I hate when they get that touch. Hey, you know, you don't have to touch me. I understand, like, showing some evidence. You can back away from me now. Step back and leave me alone. So, guys, much love and light. Take care and keep it spooky, my friends. Bye-bye.